60 Stunning Photos from History. Part 15. Drunk Women Fighting on a Rooftop, London, 1902. This photo allegedly depicts a 28-foot crocodile shot in Australia, though some suggest the size is exaggerated by the camera's forced perspective. A Bike Club, 1885. Joan Staley, born Joan Lynette McConkie, was an American actress and model, 1965. Mummy Museum in Guanajuato, Mexico, 1957. This photo shows Harry Rock's Auto Thriller, a U-shaped highway with 10-foot high humps allowing speeds up to 40 miles per hour over its 2,400-foot length, 1929. Dame Joan Henrietta Collins, born May 23, 1933, is an English actress, author and columnist. Elvis Presley in diving suit, 1950. The incomparable Anis al-Dowleh was the Shah's favorite wife. On the right, 1870s. A toddler is left in an empty mesh rubbish bin while his brothers have gone to play, 1915. Rare photo of tattooed woman, 1901. Irish woman Violet Gibson who shot Mussolini in the face, 1926. The first known documented wheelie, 1936. A baseball team of prisoners whose executions were delayed only as long as they kept winning, 1910. A young woman operates a compressed air grinder during WW2. A U.S. soldier poses with a giant jungle centipede during the Vietnam War, 1967. Conrad Veidt in his role as Gwynplaine in the 1928 film, The Man Who Laughs. A two-horn listening device in use at Bolling Field in Washington, D.C., in 1921, used to detect distant aircraft before the advent of radar. In the 1920s, young women in watch factories exposed to radium glowed in the dark and suffered severe health issues, including cancer, leading to painful deaths. Men and boys swarm over the wreckage of a train in Buckeye Park in Lancaster, Ohio, in 1896. Sausage merchant during the First World War. Trying to escape to Mexico, Indiana, 1939. A man with a rare disease that makes his skin super stretchy, 1904. Since 1914, archaeologists have investigated the torsos of heads of Easter Island. Kids play on pile-up mattresses, England, 1981. Haunting portrait of surgery patient of Dr. Harvey Cushing from the early 20th century. In the photo, an indigenous inhabitant of the Andaman Islands, who has a peculiarity in the structure of her buttocks, steatopygia, up to 2 meters in girth, 1872. A lion riding in the sidecar of a go-kart at a Wall of Death carnival attraction at Revere Beach, Massachusetts, 1929. An early female bodybuilder, 1890s. Two women on treadmills, 1920. A woman holds her legs and arms in buckets of water through which an electric current is passed. In the 1930s, it was thought to improve blood circulation. Plastic surgeon Harold Gillies at Aldershot Hospital with some of his patients, 1917. Selfies are ubiquitous today, but they've been popular for decades. Here, a 23-year-old Frank Sinatra snaps a bathroom selfie in 1938. 9-year-old April holds her family, Muscle Beach, California, 1945. The so-called Lion Man, whose real name was Stefan Bibrowski, was a popular sideshow attraction in the early 20th century. In 1918, 18,000 soldiers in Des Moines, Iowa, formed a human Statue of Liberty to sell war bonds during World War I. A napping kitty, 1930. Vicki Dugan, the provocative model who was once known as the Back of Hollywood, 1950s. Beluga weighing about 500 kilograms, Sea of Azov, 1956. While under threat both from the FBI and the Nation of Islam in 1964, civil rights icon Malcolm X peers out the window of his home while holding a gun. Known to be world's first stealth bomber, the Horton Ho 229 was an incredible marvel of engineering. The aircraft could fly up to 600 miles per hour. Future 45th President of the United States Donald Trump kisses his bride Marla Maples during their wedding ceremony, New York, 1992. Simone Silva and Robert Mitchum, 1960s. Princess Diana, her bodyguard, Trevor Rees-Jones and driver Henri Paul shortly before the fatal crash. Old Halloween costume, 1880. Bathing beauties being arrested for defying a Chicago edict banning abbreviated bathing suits on beaches, 1922. Actor James Garner leads the pack of Formula Ones in a still from the 1966 film Grand Prix, the first film to capture the thrill of the track by mounting a camera on a car. Raquel Welch, 1960s. Whisk broom salesman, 125th Street, Harlem, 1946. A German tank column invades France, May 1940. Photo taken personally by General Rommel. Starting from the 17th century, harsh fashion in Korea welcomed open outfits. Peasant women exposed their breasts right up to the 20th century. Father, Son and Grandfather, New Guinea, 1970. Noon in Paris in 1899, the picture was taken at the World Exhibition, for which the Eiffel Tower was erected, according to the plan, a temporary construction. Homeless Nellie and Joyce, England, 1870. American cartoonist Herb Bloch's view of the signing of the Pact on the Partition of Poland by Russia and Germany on August 23, 1939. A 1917 Canadian photo in Lester Ray Peterson's book strangely shows a young man in modern attire among traditionally dressed people. Martha Heyer was an American actress who played Gwen French in Some Came Running, 1958. Magnificent photo from the 1970s. Old photo of underwater photography in 1938. Jubilant crowds packed Times Square in New York City following the end of World War II. A homeless man sleeps next to a 50-gallon drum of burning scavenged wood, New York, 1970.